Hello everyone. Welcome to another video. In this video we will be continuing our previous paper, which was the paper 1 of Mathematics B from June 2025. Last video we completed the first 5 questions, and today we will be solving the next 5 questions. Let's dive into our first question for today. Question 6. We need to subject d out of this equation given here. So we need to isolate d on one side and take everything else to the other side. Here we need to follow the reverse Bodmer's rule, where we will target the adds and subtracts first, and then the multiplies and divisions later. As you can see, we switched the minus 4e squared at first, and now we will switch the coefficient of d too. We divide both sides with 5, so the d remains all alone on one side of the equal sign. Hence, we complete our first question for today. On to the next one. Here we have question 7, a very easy one indeed. For this question, we must focus on the 2 red circles that highlight the value comparison signs. The first sign will be shaded darker as it is the greater than equal to symbol, and the second one will remain hollow as it is just the greater than symbol. We will draw the number line with 2 circles on both ends, which represents our range of values. As stated earlier, the first circle will be shaded darker as it shows that 4 is indeed included in our range unlike 2. And we are done with question 7 as well. Let us head on to question 8 now. This is very simple. The answer is 1. Here, we need to simplify the exponential multiplication. We will rewrite the question by isolating the variables so they all stay separate, and it's easier to understand for everyone. We can now cancel out the powers by multiplying, and that will simplify the answer for us. We can also rewrite 32 as 2 to the power of 5. Hence, we get the simplified answer. For the second last question of this video, we arrive at question 9. This is a rather tough question it seems, a level up from all we have solved in this paper. We have been given a ratio of the number of passengers for each vehicle. 2 different ratios of train are provided, and to solve this question we need to make them equal. We need to find the LCM of both ratios of train so that we can equal them. Our LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. As our ratio of train has changed, the other 2 ratios of bus and car will also need to be altered. We cannot just alter it to anything. Rather, we will make change to both of them as much of change was made to ratio of train in their given ratios. As train was multiplied with 3 when with bus to make it 6, bus will also be multiplied with 3. Vice versa, train was multiplied with 2 when it's with car, so car will also be multiplied with 2. Bus goes from 9 to 27, and car goes from 5 to a 10. Now the ratio has turned into 27 is to 6 is to 10. We have figured out the real ratio. We have also been given the passenger amount in car. So we can use these info to calculate furthermore. We can divide these and get a constant passenger quantity per ratio that is applicable for all 3 vehicles. It is 60 students in our case. Now we can use the ratio of bus, which we figured out a moment ago, to multiply it with our constant, which we also figured out a moment ago, so we can get our final answer. Finally, we get our answer of 1620 students. For this video, we arrive at the last question. Question 10. We are given that x is a positive integer which narrows our range. First question says to find HCF of D and E. We are given the values of D and E as well as of F. HCF is formed from highest common factor. This means we need to find the highest number that is common. So it can divide both D and E. We will be taking common prime factors, and only take those which have the lower exponential value among them. As you can see, they are circled on screen. As you can see, 2 squared is quite clearly smaller than 2 to the power of 9, and with 3 it is much clearer. Hence, we write them as multiplied and we get our answer. For this next one, we need to find the LCM, and it's now between E and F. It's also mentioned that candidates need to provide the answer in terms of x. Let's take a look back at how E and F were broken down. Since F has all the bigger values among both E and F, we will mark the factors of F. We are done. That's it. This was also very simple. For our last one today, we have been asked a trick question. It says x is an even number, so we will reside with 2, as the smaller the better. Also, read what is being written. This is a theory we need to know at all times. So, if we rewrite f as this, with x replaced with 2, in both 3 and 7 as power, then we can see that both powers of 3 and 7 are odd digits. To make them even, we will increase both 3 and 7's power by 1, so their exponents turn even. And to do that, we will need to multiply f with 3 as well as 7. So, if we need to multiply with both, their own multiplied will result in 21, which is our final answer. And this is it. We have solved the first 10 questions within 2 videos. This pace is great, and like this, the whole paper will be solved swiftly, and soon we will able to get on with paper 2 of this session. I hope everyone's problems have been solved. If any doubts arise, then don't hesitate to ask in comments. I will surely try to answer each and every question related to this paper. Don't forget to like the video. This was helpful. And subscribe to get notified about the video that will cover the next upcoming questions of this paper. Thanks for watching.